get started. Okay. So you don't need anything for this practice tonight unless you want your journal for the end. You can just grab a piece of paper and a pen for the end. This is your yoga class for positivity. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for showing up for yourself. We're actually going to start tonight by standing up. So standing up right at the top of your mat, I'm going to stand in the middle so that you can see me. You can take your feet a little bit wider than hip width distance apart. And then let's spread your toes nice and wide. Really draw up through your center. Tuck your tailbone underneath you. Stack your head above your heart and your heart above your pelvis. Let's soften your shoulders up, back and down and shine your palms forwards. From here, I'm going to invite you to close down the eyes. We're just going to take a moment to land. So whatever kind of day you've had so far, whatever's been going on for you in the outside world, just know that this is your time to connect back to yourself. So you can leave everything else at the door and just take a moment to thank yourself for showing up. And let's take a moment to feel into your body. So you might start to sway a little through the pads of your feet. So just finding your own center. Feeling into the body. And then once you've found your center, just notice how you feel. So we're not trying to place any judgments on whatever feelings come up, just simply noticing. And then from here, let's take 3 deep breaths in. We're going to breathe in through the nose, and then I'd like you to have a nice audible sigh out from your mouth. Exhale where you are to prepare. Inhale completely through your nose. Open your mouth, exhale. Good. Seal the lips. Inhale through the nose. Open your mouth, exhale. Good. Last one. Let it be the biggest breath you've taken all day. Inhale through the nose. And open the breath, soft sigh. So nice. And then keeping the eyes closed, I'd like you to think of one positive word that you would like to bring into your practice this evening. It could be anything at all. And once you've got your word, just keeping it in your mind's eye as we move through the next few movements. As you inhale, let's sweep your arms up to the sky. And just imagine that you're catching that word, that feeling between the palms. And then as you exhale, you're drawing that word in towards your heart space in the center of your being. Good, so nice. Let's do that 2 more times. Big inhale to sweep the arms up, catch a word between the palms. Exhale to draw it into your center. Good, last one. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, draw your word into your center. So nice. Lovely. And then you can blink the eyes open. Let's keep a nice soft gaze here. From here, we're going to inhale to sweep the arms all the way up to the sky. Send your gaze up. As you exhale, let's ride the breath down to a forward fold. Beautiful. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Hands come onto your thighs. Draw your shoulder blades together. Exhale, fold. Good, so nice. You can have a nice big bend in your knees here. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, walk the fingertips over to the right-hand side, feeling a nice big stretch in the left side body. Take a breath in. Exhale, come back to center. Beautiful. Take a big breath in. Exhale, walk the fingertips off to the left. Good. Big breath in. Exhale, walk the fingertips all the way back to center. Good, so nice. Inhale, come up halfway, nice flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, bend your knees as you sweep the arms all the way up to the sky, hands meet in prayer. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Beautiful, so nice. Let's continue now just to move with your breath. So we're going to be trying to just release any energy that you might have stuck in your body in order to attract a more positive energy or mindset. So when you're ready, just resetting in your Tadasana, your mountain pose, spread your toes nice and wide. As you inhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms all the way up, send your vision up. Exhale, ride the breath down, forward fold. Inhale to come up halfway. Exhale, let's plant your hands down on the mat. Step back to a plank position. Option to drop the knees. Take a big breath in. Exhale, bend at the elbows, lower all the way down. Good. Inhale to press through the palms and lift your chest, lift your gaze. And then exhale as you tuck your toes, make your way to a downward facing dog. Good, so nice. Inhale here. And then exhale, step or walk all the way to the top of your mat. Inhale, it's a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale as you bend the knees, sweep the arms all the way back up to prayer. Exhale, hands to your heart center. So nice, everyone. Let's do that a couple more times. So just spreading the toes nice and wide to prepare. As you inhale, bending the knees, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, ride the breath down. Inhale to come up halfway, lift the vision. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your palms, step back to a plank, option to drop your knees. Exhale, bend at the elbows, lower down. Inhale to press through your palms, lift your chest, lift your gaze. Exhale, make your way to your downward facing dog. Good, so nice. Big breath in, and then exhale to step or jump all the way back to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Good. Inhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms all the way back up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. Take a moment here just to catch your breath. Maybe you bring back into your mind's eye that word that you'd like to cultivate on your mat tonight as we move through our last set of Sansal A. Beautiful. Inhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms up, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant the palms, step back to plank. Option to drop your knees. Take a big breath in. Exhale as you bend through the elbows, lower all the way down. Inhale to press through the palms, cobra. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take a big breath in. Exhale as you walk all the way to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, spine is long. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. So nice. Well done. Let's release your hands to rest by your sides. Take a big breath in. Open the mouth, release. Good, 2 more. Big breath in. Open the mouth, sigh it out. Good, last one. So nice. From here, let's make our way down. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And then as you exhale, slowly you'll start to roll down through the spine, 1 vertebrae at a time, allowing the arms to be heavy, bending at the knees. And when the palms reach the earth beneath you, you'll sweep the legs back to an all fours position, and then sink your hips back towards your heels, coming into a child's pose. So extending your arms up towards the top of your mat, and then resting your forehead down on your mat. The knees can be as wide as is comfortable. And then I'd like you to just give yourself a moment here. Just feel yourself softening into this shape. Allow your breath to become steady. Intentionally soften your jaw. Intentionally soften the corners of your eyes, the skin on your face. Soften your eyelids. Move your tongue away from the roof of your mouth. Take 3 cycles of breath here. Good, and once you've taken your 3 cycles, let's press into your palms to start to lift yourself up. And then we'll make our way into a tabletop position with the wrists stacked underneath the shoulders and the knees underneath the hips. From here, we'll start to move through some cat-cows. We're going to find some fluidity in our cat-cows this evening. So as you inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze up, arch through your spine. As you exhale, draw the belly button all the way up and in, chin to chest. Good, so nice. Inhale as you drop the belly, lift the vision. And then exhale as you round through the spine, chin to chest. So nice. And then we're going to start to bring in a little shift of your weight forwards and backwards in your own time. So as you drop your belly, lift your gaze, you'll shift the weight back. As you round through the spine and tuck your chin, you'll shift your weight forwards. Good. Inhale, drop the belly, shift the weight back. Exhale as you round through the spine, chin to chest, shifting forwards. Inhale, drop the belly, shift back. Exhale, round through your spine, belly button is hugged in. Beautiful. And then just moving through this wave-like motion in your own time, using your breath as your anchor. And I'll invite you to close down the eyes, practicing some pratyahara or sensory deprivation. So just again, really feeling into your own body. Good, so nice. We'll take a couple more. Beautiful. And then next time you shift your weight forwards, we're going to drop your hips down, coming into a little cobra pose. Beautiful. Take a big breath in. And then as you exhale, press through the palms, send your hips back to your heels, come into a child's pose. And we're just going to move through this little flow a few times. So as you inhale, coming all the way up, dropping your hips, lifting your gaze. As you exhale, rounding through the spine, chin to chest, child's pose. Inhale to move forwards, drop your hips, lift your vision. Exhale as you draw the hips back, chin to chest. So nice. Just take a few more like this at your own pace. Nice audible breath. Seeing if you can find a release in your breath tonight. Keeping that word, that positive word, in your mind's eye. Beautiful. And then next time you come forward into your cobra, we're going to stay here. So pressing through the palms nice and evenly. You can have a bend in the elbows. Keep your elbows tucked in. Good. Take a nice big breath in. Lift your gaze. And a big breath out. So nice. And then we're going to start to shift your left hip, your weight into your left hip, and then you'll turn to gaze over your right shoulder. Good. Take a big breath in. And then exhale, come back to center. Good. And then we'll start to shift your weight into your right palm and your right hip. Turn to gaze over your left shoulder. Good. Big breath in. Exhale back to center. Beautiful. To shift the weight back into your left leg this time. Gaze over your right shoulder. Big breath in. Exhale back to center. Good. And next to the right side, gaze over the left shoulder. So nice. Exhale, come back to center. And then just taking a couple more at your own pace. Feeling into this stretch. I know this is hard on the arms. It's just breathing into any areas you might be feeling any tension. Good. And then once you've taken a couple more on both sides, come back to center, take a deep breath in, and then exhale, slowly lower down. Allow your forehead to kiss your mat. Good, so nice. And then we'll draw the legs together, press the tops of your feet into your mat. Let's sweep your arms behind you and interlace the fingers behind your back. From here, if it's available to you, you can do this pose with the palms touching. It's not available for everyone, including myself, but if it is, take that option if it feels good. Then when you're ready on your next inhale breath, we're going to straighten through your arms and lift your chest, lift your gaze. Good, so nice. And then exhale, release. Good, so nice, everyone. Let's bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Take a big breath in. And then exhale, move through tabletop. Let's take our hips back towards our heels, walk the palms all the way back, and then find a nice seated hero pose. If this isn't comfortable for you, you can take any comfortable cross-legged seated position. We're going to be here for a couple of minutes. We're going to do some breath work here. So just stacking your sorry, there's a helicopter outside. Sorry if you can hear that. Just stacking the bowl of your skull over the bowl of your pelvis. And I'd like you to imagine there's a golden thread running from the base of your spine all the way up to the crown of your head. Good, let's soften your shoulders down. And you can just rest the hands in your lap. Find a tuck of your chin, close down your eyes. And we're going to take a few rounds of a breath work called Vrishama Vriti, or unequal breathing. So I don't really mind how you take this, just as long as your exhale breaths are longer and deeper than your inhale breaths. So some people like to count it, but you don't really need to do that. So when you're ready, exhaling where you are, take a big breath in through the nose. And then open the mouth, enjoy a nice long exhale. Good. Big breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, nice long exhale. Good. I'm just continuing to do this now on your own. And perhaps with every exhale breath, you imagine your body softening. So any areas where you might be holding on to any tension, begin to soften. Beautiful. Take a couple more cycles of breath here. Good, so nice. And when you're ready, you can blink the eyes open with a nice soft gaze. We're going to make our way to a downward facing dog. So just walking the palms forwards, spreading the fingertips nice and wide. Let's tuck your toes underneath you. Lift your hips up nice and high. Find your downward facing dog. Beautiful. You can have a bend in the knees here. Just allow your neck to relax. Press through the fingertips and the toes evenly. Good. And we're going to take some movement here in our downward facing dog tonight. So as you inhale, you'll start to come up onto the tiptoes, round forwards, tuck the chin to the chest. As you exhale, you'll bend the knees, scoop your butt all the way back up to a downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, lift up onto the tiptoes, round forwards into plank, chin to chest. Exhale as you bend the knees and scoop your butt all the way back up. So nice. Inhale, high on the toes, ripple forwards. Exhale, bend the knees, scoop your butt all the way back up. Good. Just take a couple more here at your own pace. Good. Let's use your breath to guide you. Good. And then when you're ready, coming back to your downward facing dog, let's take a nice deep breath in. And then as you exhale, walk the feet all the way forwards to the front of your mat. Good. We're going to find a little ragdoll pose here. So finding a nice big bend in the knees. Spread your toes nice and wide. And then let's rock your weight forward slightly. So it's more in the balls of your feet than it is in the heel of your feet. From here, we're going to interlace your hands and just take them to the base of the skull, just giving yourself a gentle assist. And I'd like to invite you to close down your eyes again, to soften your jaw intentionally. And then just allow yourself to hang heavy here, dropping into your physical body, noticing how you feel. Maybe taking a moment to remind yourself of that word that you want to cultivate tonight. Good. When you're ready, you can release the fingertips down to the mat, keeping the bend in your knees. Take a big breath in as you walk your fingertips all the way over to the right-hand side. Exhale. Good. Big breath in, walk back to center. Exhale. Take a breath in as you walk the fingertips to the left this time. And a big breath out to walk back to center. Good. So nice. From here, let's plant your palms back down. Step one foot back and then the other. Lift your hips up nice and high, downward facing dog. Good. Take a big breath in and a big sigh out. Good. From here, let's drop down to a tabletop. Cross your ankles, and then we're just going to roll back into a comfortable seated position, into a Sukhasana. I'm just going to turn around so that you can see me. If you have a pillow and you want to place it underneath your hips to elevate your hips, please feel free. We're just going to make sure that you're rooting down evenly through your sit bones. I like to move the fleshy parts of my bottom away. And then think of stacking your head over your heart and your heart over your pelvis. Soften down through your shoulders. Close your eyes. Find a slight tuck of your chin to your chest. And then just imagine that golden thread running from the base of your spine all the way up through your body, through the crown of your head. And without opening the eyes, let's draw your right ear towards your right shoulder. And then we'll take your left fingertips down onto the earth beside you. Send your breath into the left side of your neck, feeling a nice deep stretch here. So nice. And then gently lifting back up to center. Good. You can bring your left hand back to rest on your knee. Let's drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Take your right fingertips down onto the mat beside you. Just enjoying this stretch in the right side of your neck, all the way down to your right shoulder. So nice. And then coming back to center, bringing the hands to rest on the knees. And then keeping your eyes closed, let's start to find some circles with your head in one direction, nice and slowly. You might hear some pops or cracks. And then taking your circles in the opposite direction if you haven't already. So nice. And then when you're ready, bringing the head back to center, just making sure that the spine is nice and tall and that you haven't started to cave forwards. We're going to tuck your chin down towards your chest, keeping the rest of your spine nice and straight. And then we'll interlace your fingers back behind the base of your skull. Draw your elbows together, just giving yourself a nice little assist here. The spine is tall. Breathe into your neck. Good. And then when you're ready, you can start to find a little rock from side to side. So nice. And then releasing, untucking the chin, bringing the hands to rest on your knees. We're going to find some seated cat-cows here. So as you inhale, arching through the spine, lifting the vision, lifting the gaze. As you exhale, rounding, drawing chin to chest. Good. Inhaling to arch the spine, lifting the vision. Exhaling as you round through the spine, chin to chest. This should feel really good. And just moving with your breath in your own time. So nice. Good. And then when you're ready, finding stillness. We'll inhale to sweep the hands up to the sky, hands meet in prayer. Exhale, let's drop your left arm down. Good. And we're going to take a little bend in your left arm, taking a nice big side body stretch in the right side body. Send your gaze underneath your right armpit. Good. Take a big breath in into the right side of your body. And then as you exhale, you'll start to round forwards, sweep the arms forwards, all the way over to the right. Right fingertips come to the earth, left fingertips come all the way up above you. Beautiful. Send your gaze under the left armpit. Take a big breath into the left side body. And then exhale as you round through the spine, come all the way forwards, take it to the other side. Beautiful. Big breath in. Exhale as you round. So nice. And then just continuing to move in this flow at your own pace. Use your breath to guide you. Your breath is your anchor. And it's almost like a little dance. So nice. Take a couple more on each side. Just finding some fluidity here. Good. And then when you're ready, you can meet me back in center. So we're going to extend your right leg long and keep your left leg bent and tucked in. Turn to face your right knee, or your right leg. Take a big breath in as you lengthen through your spine. And then as you exhale, start to round through the spine, heavy the head, fold over your right leg. Beautiful. And it's not about what this pose looks like. It's really just feeling into your body, just enjoying the stretch. Finding whatever kind of release you can find. Maybe you give the jaw a little wiggle from side to side. So nice. Take 3 more cycles of breath here. And then once you've taken your 3 cycles of breath, slowly you can start to walk the hands back up towards the body as you roll slowly back up through the spine. And the head is the very last thing to come up. From here, we're going to take your left palm to the earth behind your left hip. And then as you inhale, you'll roll onto your left knee, reaching your right arm all the way up and back, coming into a half wild thing. Good. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, slowly coming all the way back down with control. So nice. And we're just going to take all of that over to the other side. So this time extending your left leg out and the right knee is bent. The sole of your right foot will come to the inside of your left leg. Nice. This leg might be different. You might be more bendy, less bendy. Don't worry about any of that. Just enjoy the stretch. I'm going to find a nice big bend in my knee tonight because I have an injury in one of my tendons. So just listen to your body, honor where you are. Take a deep breath in as you turn to face your left leg. And then as you exhale, start to round through the spine, heavy the head, close down the eyes, release any tension in the skin on your face. Good, and just find 3 nice big cycles of breath here. Beautiful. And once you've taken your 3 cycles of breath, pressing through the fingertips as you slowly walk the palms back towards your body, rolling up through the spine, and the head is the last thing to come up. Let's take your right palm behind your right hip, spreading the palm nice and wide. Take a big breath in, and then as you exhale, sorry, I totally cued you wrong then. As you take your next big breath in, let's roll up onto your knee. Sweep the left hand all the way up and over. Good. So nice. Take a big breath into the left side body. And then a nice slow exhale is going to bring you all the way back down. So nice. From here, we're going to make our way to lie down on our backs. So when you get there, just hugging your knees in towards your chest, giving yourself a little rock from side to side. Good, so nice. And then from here, let's take a little half happy baby. So let's take your left foot down onto the mat with a nice big bend in your knee. Extend your right heel up towards the sky with a bend in the right knee. And the hand can either come to take hold of your shin, your ankle, or the outside edge of your right foot. Let's take your left hand to your left hip so you can avoid the left hip popping up. And as you inhale, breathing deeply into the hips, exhale, start to draw the right sole of your foot down, drawing your knee in towards your armpits. Good. So finding some space in your hips. So nice. And then gently releasing, bring the right sole of your foot to the mat with a nice big bend in your knee. Let's extend the left sole of your foot up towards the sky, big bend in your knee. Take hold of your shin, your ankle, or the left side of your foot. Find a little tuck of your chin here, just noticing myself, so doing a little bit of self-adjustment there. Take your right hand onto your right hip, and then we'll start to draw your left knee towards your left armpit. So nice. Take a few cycles of deep breath here, breathing into the hips. Good. And then let's hug both your knees back in towards your body. Take a little rock from side to side. Good. And then keeping your left knee hugged in, let's extend your right leg down the mat. Left arm is going to come out wide into a cactus shape with a bend in your elbow. And then we'll start to draw your left knee off to the right hand side, coming into a twist. So not pushing or forcing anything here, just allowing yourself to sink into this shape. Breathing into the left rib cage. Good. And then coming back to center. Let's hug your right knee in towards your chest. Extend your left leg out. And then the right hand is going to come out wide with a nice big bend in your elbow into a cactus shape. And then let's draw your right knee all the way over to the left-hand side. Maybe you send your gaze over the right side, sinking into your twist. Perhaps you imagine just rinsing out the day. Just letting go of anything that happened today that you don't need, anything that doesn't serve you. And then gently coming back to center when you're ready. Let's hug both knees back in towards your chest. Give yourself a nice little squeeze. And then release the soles of your feet down onto the mat. Let's take the soles of your feet together. Allow the knees to fall out to the sides. And then option to bring your arms back into a cactus shape here. Find a little tuck of your chin. Find a little tuck of your pelvis. And we're just going to take a couple of cycles of breath here. Making your exhales longer than your inhales. Good. Take a couple more cycles of breath. And then from here, we'll move into our final pose, our Shavasana. So extending your legs long down the mat, allowing the arms to come to rest beside you with the palms facing up. Let's tuck your shoulder blades underneath you. Find a tuck of the chin so that your spine is nice and long. And just allow the body to start to become heavy. Perhaps you imagine any leftover tension, any leftover stuck energy just melting out and away from you. With every exhale breath, the body begins to soften and relax. It will soften the skin on your face, the corners of your eyes, back of your neck, the shoulders, the arms become heavy. Soften through the chest. The belly is soft. The legs are heavy. And the feet relax out to the sides. Allow the weight of your yoga mat to rise up underneath you and support you. And I'm going to get nice and quiet for a couple of minutes so that you can go deeper into your Shavasana, into your own stillness. And I'll call you back when it's time. Slowly taking your time, just draw your awareness back to this physical space. Start to deepen through your breath. And then keeping the eyes closed as you lay here, I'm going to guide you through a short meditation for positivity and recentering. So just close your eyes and take a deep inhale. And exhale out. Exhale any tension, worry, or uncertainty that you might feel. Let it go with the intention of emptying yourself to welcome positive energy that serves you. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling into your own heart. Feeling the strength of your own heart. And then envisage yourself inhaling powerful, positive energy into your heart. As you exhale, let go of any low vibrational energy. Empty this out as you exhale. Continue to stay with your breath. Notice any sensations, thoughts, feelings that might arise in your mind or your body. Just sit with them for a moment. And then allow them to pass like clouds in the sky. Stay here for a moment, simply just being one with your breath and your energy flow. And then if you're choosing to do the journal prompts tonight, in your own time, just making your way to a seated position. Before we do our journal prompts, actually, I have some positive affirmations for you. These are just ones that I really love. I feel like you guys will love them too. There's 4, so I'm going to read them all twice. And I will email them to you, or I'll send them with the details of the class as well, just so don't feel like you have to write them all down now. Okay, so the first affirmation is, my grateful heart attracts goodness and abundance into my life. My grateful heart attracts goodness and abundance into my life. The second one is, I radiate positive energy from my being. I radiate positive energy from my being. The third one is, the more I focus my mind on the good in my life, the more good comes into my life. The more I focus my mind on the good in my life, the more good comes into my life. And the last one is, good things are all around me. More importantly, good things are within me. Good things are all around me. Most importantly, good things are within me. And I listened to a podcast recently where she's explaining the science behind what goes on in your brain and when is best to do your affirmations in order for your brain to like really believe them. And she was saying that last thing at night before you go to sleep, and then first thing in the morning when you wake up. So just some food for thought there. Move on to your journal prompts for this evening. The first one I have is one positive moment from my day was. That's one positive moment from my day was. The next one is, what is one thing that I love about myself? What is one thing that I love about myself? Next prompt is, what makes you happy right now? What makes you happy right now? And then the last prompt is, what's one positive thing, feeling, or idea that I can bring into my day tomorrow? What's one positive thing, feeling, or idea that I can bring into my day tomorrow? I'll say that one again because it's quite long. What's one positive thing, feeling, or idea that I can bring into my day tomorrow? Good. And then maybe just taking a moment with the eyes closed, just to come back to that positive word from the beginning of class, the word, the feeling that you wanted to cultivate. And even if you're not feeling that word right now, maybe just imagining what it would feel like to feel that way, or to be that way, or whatever the word was. Just seeing if you can embody that for a moment. When you're ready, you can blink the eyes open with a nice soft gaze, and we'll close tonight's practice here. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. I really hope you enjoyed the practice, and I will see you all soon, hopefully.